one of the biggest things as well, just to cap off on Doomsday before we get into Marvel Zombies. Um, this was the big rumor this week. Fox X-Men universe will have there's a few other things I have listed here, but the main one is that there will be a variant of the Scarlet Witch in the Fox X-Men universe, and that will be part of the royal
Hmm.
family because we will see Magneto ruling over Genosha.
Oh,
So
cool.
we'll
Okay.
see Magneto as the ruler of Genosha. Well, obviously his
Hmm.
mutant
Hmm.
citizens, the royal family, meaning we'll see Polaris,
Hmm.
Pietro, Quicksilver, and Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch. And according to this rumor, they will be exploring that father-daughter dynamic between Wanda and Magneto. Again, we've never really seen any of this in live action. It would be great.
Hmm.
How are you personally feeling about this particular?
That's interesting. Honestly, I didn't think that they would go that route. But yeah, I didn't even peg that as an option personally. I just thought, we would start seeing them in Secret Wars, and that's about it. Honestly, but but then at the same time, like, I guess in the grand scheme of things, does it even matter if Doom is doing it already, or like,
No,
is it because
the
it?
thing I've been hearing and thinking, and what I've been seeing, at least in terms of chatter online, is that
Mhm.
this was an early rumor, I believe, a few months ago, where someone described the Fox X-Men universe, which is Earth 10,005. The way we see it in Avengers Doomsday will be like a utopia. It's like this
Mhm.
is a
So
utopian
another
universe.
Fantastic Four place. Okay.
You know what I mean? So this is where the X-Men are alive and well and
Mhm.
they're thriving. You know what I mean? Like we'll see. I think it was Storm helping
Mhm.
Charles Xavier with the school. With the school
Mhm.
and whatnot. We'll see obviously Cyclops as the actual leader of the X-Men and things like
Mhm.
that. I don't know if you actually saw one of the pictures online where they kind of showed some of the characters that are going to be appearing in
On
Doomsday
the bag.
on the bag, and we did get a
Yeah.
glimpse of Cyclops with the comic
Mhm.
accurate look, which was
I yeah, I saw
super
that.
exciting
Yeah.
to me.
Oh yeah, that's again. I think them finally putting him in the real suit like that.
I think
Besides
that's going to be with
the other
with
one.
everyone.
Yeah, it's a solid because again, it's like it's
It's the big send off.
very unconventional, but
Hmm.
it's amazing to see it. And then not to say that we're not going to get it in the future as well, or at least another comic accurate Cyclops outfit when they bring him back in
Honestly,
the events. But
if they do the
you know,
reboot with not if they do the reboot when they do the reboot,
hmm
I don't think we get the yellow and blue Cyclops. I'm thinking more the red and black uncanny X Men
okay,
type.
I it's still I'm not mad. I'm not I blue and yellow always going to be the
Oh, of
number one
course,
hands down,
obviously.
but I think when it comes to like any comic book accurate costume, I think is usually always his the ticket there for me. But
Yeah.
I yeah, I think like that's just rumor. That's a rumor that some like they're really reaching. I feel like I'm sure if they want to make a variant verse of it and show it as an option,
Hmm.
go for it. Like you got the budget for it, go for it. Have fun. You know what I mean? But like, I don't see how that really. I do like what you're saying with right here that it's a partial adaptation for X-Men versus Avengers, but again, I think if you're gonna do XV like Avengers versus X-Men, you can do that when you merge the universes again. You don't need to do that yet. You don't need to force that in. You're gonna because everybody knows we're going to get everybody scuffling at one point before they even fight Doom or realize, oh, we got to fight Doom. You know
Right. No,
what
no,
I
no.
mean?
Absolutely.
They're all going to scuffle. Now, for them to kind of say like, "Oh, that's our, AVX right there." No, it's that could be anything. That's technically Secret World, no, Secret Wars right there. So,
Yeah, I was
uh,
picturing
yeah,
more Avengers versus X Men in Secret Wars, not so much
hmm
in Doomsday.
that's what I'm saying.
Um,
Yeah.
but again, there's a lot of there's been a set photo or set photos of a huge battle outside the X Mansion with
Mhm.
the Sentinels and stuff like that. And apparently, we're gonna get those like comic book accurate X-Men animated series accurate Sentinels in this movie when we get to
Nice.
that world,
Hmm.
which is great. I've been dying to see
Yeah.
the
Hmm.
Sentinels. I mean, we got it a little bit in the earlier Fox movies, but not
Hmm.
fully with the bright colors and stuff like that. But anyway,
Right.
I digress. But I'm pointing at that because that's something based on those set photos, what they're talking about here with the royal family. And there was also another addition to this rumor that the Fox X-Men universe will be essentially the universe that's destroying other universes. It's not necessarily intentional, but and it's leading people to believe that the X-Men are going to be evil to some degree in this movie, which
Oh, yeah.
this was a little laughable, to be completely honest with
Yeah,
you.
it
I'm just
sounds so
like,
poetic. How bad did the Fox universe mess up all the superhero stuff for us, right? Like
right?
how bad did they do? So yeah, they're
Poetic justice.
destroying
No, no, just
everything.
poetic
Poetic.
justice. It said you couldn't write it any better, right? it,
So
it
silly. Oh
basically wrote
god.
itself. But I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm
Oh
in,
man.
if that royal family rumor
Hmm.
is true, I would like to see how the MCU portrays Genosha and that
Hmm.
aspect of the X-Men and the mutants, at least mutant kind, not so much the X-Men
Yeah.
themselves, but mutant
Hmm.
kind. And I would like to see that dynamic, with a variant of Quicksilver. I would like to see Polaris in live action again, and
Hmm.
a variant of Wanda. And and she was
Yeah.
she was originally on the casting sheets early on, despite her and multiple reports from multiple outlets saying that she's not part of the movie. So again, I feel like everyone is going to be a part of this movie in some way, shape, or form, even if they got two
Hmm.
minutes of screen time or they're just there for 30 seconds to die. But everyone's going to be in this movie. But there's also
Hmm.
another rumor that the Scarlet Witch will have some sort of romantic relationship with Doctor Doom.
Yep.
Not sure
That's
how
cool.
much, not sure how much I believe that, but I can see it. I can see it
I
being
could see
plausible.
him using like in the comics, him using both the help of Doctor Strange and Molecule Man
Hmm.
to start creating his battle world. I can see him using Franklin Richards on one side and Wanda Maximoff on the other, having the the power cosmic on one hand, and then the
And the
reality
reality warper. Hmm.
warping. I think that's a cool little union. So then technically they don't need to force in the whole Sue Storm love interest type of thing, and
Hmm.
anything of that like sort. So like
Yeah,
I think that I like.
I was gonna
You
hit
know,
that next. The whole
you know.
That could be a replacement for the
Mhm.
Sue Storm romance he has in Secret
Yeah,
Wars, and
and
with
that's how she survived getting crushed by all the rocks and everything.
mhm,
Maybe he swoops in to grab her real quick, and
right.
he's like, "Nope, I need you," and then lets her like maybe does a little mind wipe to her or something like that. That I like that. I think that would work out because essentially he's making like a holy trinity of this new creation.
Hmm.
Because that's another thing. We have no idea who the Beyonders are. There's no real powers out there besides Franklin Richards with Power Cosmic,
Hmm.
and and Wanda Maximoff with the with her reality warping. So it's like these are two main powers that can actually create something
Right.
right now,
And I don't
and I
think they're
think
gonna
that'd
pull
be
in their
cool.
Beyonders in these
Hmm.
movies. I mean, I hope
Hmm.
that they do, but I don't think they're gonna. I mean, there's nothing that they've really given away that says they're gonna include the
Hmm.
Beyonders, but I would hope so. We also got to see
Hmm.
who else are anchor beings because they're replacing that with him collecting Molecule Man in every universe to create this. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it is what it is. I don't know.
Yep, exactly. It's fun. It's fun. At least that's honestly potential right there. That's a potential rumor that can work. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
at least in our comic book minds. But yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll like you said, there's going to be a new thing dropped probably tomorrow after we're done
Oh,
recording this episode,
I'm sure by the
and
time
go from there.
we finish this recording and we all go settle down and I hop on YouTube, I'll find something. I'll find something every single day. I'm finding something. At least five videos a
Oh,
day. There's some sort of new
oh God,
rumor or something. So I'll find something.
ridiculous, ridiculous, ridiculous.